video, we will look at associative property of whole numbers. Let's look at the associative property for addition of whole numbers. Let's take the example of three whole numbers, 7, 5 and 6. Now if we add them in the order 7 plus 5 first and then add 6, we get 12 plus 6, that is 18. Now if we change the order of addition, that is if we add 5 plus 6 first and then add 7, you get 7 plus 11, which is also 18. Thus we can see that three or more whole numbers can be added in any order. Thus if A, B and C are any whole numbers, then A plus B plus C will give us A plus B plus C. Thus, the addition of whole numbers is associative. Let's go to the associative property of subtraction of whole numbers. Let's take the example of three whole numbers again. So let's look at 8, 4 and 3. So suppose we do 8 minus 4 first and then subtract 3, we get 4 minus 3, that is 1. Now suppose we do 4 minus 3 first and subtract it from 8, you get 8 minus 1, that is 7. Thus, we can see that if we change the order of the numbers while subtracting, the result changes. So, if A, B and C are any three whole numbers, then in general, A minus B minus C is not equal to A minus B minus C. Thus, subtraction is not associative for whole numbers. Let's now look at the associative property of multiplication of whole numbers. Let's look at three whole numbers again. Let's take the example of 8, 2 and 7. So suppose we multiply 8 and 2 first and then multiply them by 7. You get 16 into 7, that is 112. Now suppose we multiply 2 by 7 first and then multiply the result by 8 also. We get 8 into 14, that is 112. Thus, we can see that if we change the order of the numbers while multiplying, the product remains the same. So, if A, B and C are three whole numbers, A into B into C gives us A into B into C. Thus, multiplication is associative for whole numbers. Let's look at the associative property of division of whole numbers. Let's look at three whole numbers, 6, 3 and 2. If we divide them in the order 6 divided by 3 first and then divided by 2, we get 2 divided by 2, that is 1. Now suppose we change the order, that is we divide them the order of 3 divided by 2 first, and whatever is the quotient, 6 will be divided by that. So we get the answer as 4. So thus we can see that if we change the order of division of whole numbers, the quotient changes. Thus if A, B and C are three whole numbers, A divided by B divided by C will not be equal to A divided by B divided by C. Thus the associative property does not hold true for the division of whole numbers. In this video, we have learned that addition and multiplication are associative for whole numbers. That is, the associative property holds true for addition and multiplication of whole numbers. And subtraction and division are not associative for whole numbers. That is, the associative property does not hold true for the subtraction and division of whole numbers. With that, we come to an end of this video. Stay tuned for more maths videos.